Valley region. Sunshine, expect highs at 103. I'm forecaster Jimmy O'Neill for Smart Talk 1490 KMET.
That's right. It's the morning show here on ABC News Radio KMET 1490 AM. I'm Aaron Michael Sanchez. We got Jesse over there. We got lots of things going on, and I know around the corner we got Applebee's very own Bill Norby with us coming up. So we'll be talking a little bit about some specials that they have there, as well as did the football team win? Are you going to be able to get 10 or 20% discount? We're going to find that out around the corner. Again, that's the Applebee's at Beaumont and Banning, which is really good with what they do. They got some great stuff there and some really delicious stuff, by the way. Stuff that you're going to say, yum, yum, yum. Please give me that. Again, I always talk about the wings, and of course, a good beverage is always good to go. Sometimes they have some other good stuff as well. I know Jesse's been thinking about it for a while, right, Jess?
Oh yes, I'm always thinking about Applebee's. We have a love relationship.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of love's relationship, some have actually seen it. It came out yesterday. You sent me a video, Jess. I know we got some other news that's going on there too, but which I'm not really sure which to share first, because I think you sent me a few things on Messenger. Sometimes Jess sends me some stuff on and sometimes I tag him on Instagram. I'm like, hey, check this out. Use a little tag feature. If you're on Instagram, follow. How do we follow you, Jess?
I am Jesse Sanchez.
Yeah, that's right. Also on.
That's my name for most things.
Yeah, Twitter too. I got a weird message from TikTok. It was like $500 credit or something like that, or like I was using credit. And I'm like, I did not have hooked up to any credit. So I was like, what's going on there? Anyway, check your accounts, because a lot of people are getting hacked right now. And so if you see a charge that you don't understand, or worse, you get a text. Okay, you get a text that looks like I've been getting all kinds of email that I know is just spam. About PayPal and other stuff, and I'm just like, no, I'm not responding. And it all looks very like highly suspicious. I got a message from somebody I hadn't seen in a long time. I want to say maybe 4 or 5 years. And I got a message on my Instagram. Maybe I should read it, actually. Actually, I'm going to go and read it, because this is the type of thing that you'll get. And I've seen it before, and so I kind of called it out. And I messaged the person on Facebook, all right? And here was the message, Jess. You may have gotten something like this, too, by the way. It was, hey, I kind of need your help on something real quick. Do you mind? With a little, like, that little thank you emoji, right? The little pray emoji, or, little hands together emoji. So I'm like, sure, I'm like, I don't know what to say, but yeah, sure, okay. I haven't spoken to her in a long time, right? Used to be part of a team that we actually used to promote called Arbonne. So I was like, all right. And then this message came in and it flagged me, because I've seen something like this before. It says, I'm contesting for a ambassadorship spot at an online influencers program. I need you to vote for me now, please. I said, oh, okay, you're right. I'm thinking, okay. So, what would you do, Jess, if you saw that?
Yeah, no, I would ask for a video chat so we can talk about this and confirm it.
Smart, by the way. That's smart. That I didn't think to do that. But they would act like, no, I'm busy, blah blah blah, right? So what I did, and it looks like they're actually online, which is I'm gonna go to this real quick. We should probably do that. See if they pick up. Be like, hey, you're on the morning show. But I said, how's your sis? Because I know her sis, right? Her sister. And so I said that because I'm like, okay, I want to see. Because sometimes, like if you say something personal, they go, oh, you know what I mean? And so they said, fine. And then said this, I'll send you your entry link. All you need to screenshot it and send it to me. And I'll send it to my sponsor immediately. So I was like, I'm going to message you on... I didn't say that, though. I didn't text that. I just said, I'm going to message you on Facebook. So then I messaged her on Facebook. She goes, yeah, I can't get in my aunt's Instagram. It's like, I'm, you know what I mean? So a lot of people are not able to get in their Instagram. So I kind of want to know, if you can't get in your Instagram, how do you, like, resolve? You know what I mean? I keep saying Facebook needs, like, a 1-800 number, right? Because they have our credit card. They have, like, if you make a payment, or in some ways, like, Facebook pays as well. Like if you're an influencer or you're a content creator and you're on Facebook Watch, they actually pay for amount of views, by the way. So like stars. That's all a credit, right? But if there's ever a discrepancy in something, or you get hacked, I've had so many friends get hacked. Like where is the service, right? Where's the customer service? They're so big and making so much money. Why do they not have an 800 number? I think they should. I think it would be the right thing to do. But anyway, so I messaged her. She said, "Yeah, I couldn't get in. This, that, and the other." And I'm like, "All right." I said, "Well, I think you should get it back because all the pictures are still up, but evidently they're, sending messages to all her friends." So she's like, "Yeah, I told people like don't, answer my account." And I'm like, "All right, you really need to like get that, you know what I mean?" And she says something like maybe on her phone or email she can get logged in. I don't know. And then she kind of like, I didn't get to message her because I don't know where she went. But Video Chat's a good idea. I said worst case scenario, if you lose your phone, Jess. Something that we said a few days ago, which is, hey, just call that number, right? Like you lose your phone number, call that number. And by the way, have you checked your phone bill? By the way, are phone bills higher than norm, Jess?
I don't know. Mine has always been a steady price. So mine doesn't go up. Why? What do you? I don't want to know what you pay. So
Yeah, you don't
I
want to know. I'm even thinking, do I go Metro? Like it's that bad?
yeah,
Because
I'm at oh shoot,
yeah,
$40.
yeah, I know that's an Ian Price. Yeah, I go with Verizon. So if anybody has a hookup with Verizon, I really need to talk to them because they are all over. Like when I got it's a long story. Anyway, Jess, what's going on in the world?
Oh my God. So I have something really, really cool and something really, really scary and sad.
Okay, go with something very. I think it's too early for this sad part. Go with the scary part.
No, okay. No, let me go with the fun thing first.
No, go with the scary part.
The scary part is the sad thing. Okay, so, um, you know what, parents? All I have to say is watch out for your kids. I mean, all I keep seeing is kids passing away from doing dumb things, right?
Yeah.
So someone sent me this story, and I didn't actually believe it because I was just like, why would you do that? So this 12-year-old girl, okay,
Yeah.
yeah, so she decided to take her own life, but not just hers, everyone in her family and pets.
What?
Yes. And so she was like, apparently she had she teamed up with another girl,
Okay.
and they were each one was supposed to do their own family and then like run away or something like that.
Okay.
Um, no, apparently she shot her dad in the gut, in the abdomen, and then took off, and then she ended up shooting herself.
Okay.
So I'm just thinking, oh my God, what's wrong with these kids these days? Parents, you need to really step up and watch your kids. Like sit down and just straight talk to them.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play the kid's attorney. Okay. And here's why. At first, the way you said it, I go okay. And then the thing that flagged me, and a lot of women, I know you feel this way. Father shot the father. Little like okay, like there's so many ways you could spin it. I'm just gonna go with what I think, not based on any fact, because I don't know the facts yet, Jess. And I don't know if anyone does. I'm looking at an article here. I think this is the one. Did this happen in Texas?
Yes, it did happen in Texas. I didn't want to say where it happened.
Okay, yeah. Now in Texas they have a lot of guns, right? So probably I don't know whose gun it was, but if she shot her father, then I think there was something going on since she was young. Does that make sense? So I could see
No.
her friend saying, "Hey, we need to get out of there, okay?" And she's like, whatever happened. Um. So wait. So there was more to this, right?
Yeah, apparently she made a murder pact with her friend, and they were supposed to run away to Georgia. So it's just like, yeah, I thought about that too. I was like, what did the dad do to deserve this? But then if they had a murder plot that they were going to do for months, so I'm just thinking, it's like, what is going on in their minds?
Well, I think if anything, I think I'm gonna have to use the M word. I think he molested her. You know what I mean? Look, a 12-year-old young girl doesn't think to kill their father unless he beats, but usually there's something like the other way going on. And I know women, you're gonna agree with me on this. So I think I'm gonna read this. Because I do wonder why she would want to. She obviously had a lot of problems because she wanted. I think it's interesting that they put in like the pet, like she wanted to kill the. What happened? Where's the mother in all this, Jess?
Right? It does not mention the mother at all or anything else. It just says she shot the father. So I'm
And the
assuming.
other girl didn't go through with what she said she would go through, or that she thought she would go through, right?
Right? Yes. The other one that was supposed to be offing their family, she decided to back out at the last minute and not do it. So thank God for that family. But still,
Oh, how
this.
sad. So wait. So this young girl, because according to this, and this happened in Texas, Weatherford, right? This was last Tuesday night, 11:30. Sheriff's deputies were called to the scene. They found the little girl lying in the street with what appeared to be a gunshot wound to the head and a handgun underneath her. Okay, so that's bad. Her father, 38, was found inside with a gunshot wound to the abdomen. Okay. Both victims were taken to local hospitals by air ambulance. Wow. Their conditions were not known as of this Monday morning, which was, 2 days ago. Sheriff's investigators, according to the sheriff's office, said that the juvenile is believed to have shot her father, fled the scene, and later shot herself. Oh my God. Well, that's kind of odd. Why would you shoot yourself in the head outside if you have like a pact with someone else? Unless you just lost it or somebody was trying to defend. Go ahead.
I'll tell you, she probably killed herself because she realized, you know what, her friend didn't go through with it, and now she's stuck, and because she did this horrible thing.
Or it was, yeah, I will go with that. It was so bad. She thought, what am I doing, right? Wow, I feel bad for her. I'm not going to lie.
And you know what? A lot of kids, they think like this, and it's sad
Yeah, but
because
at 12 years, that's so weird, Jess. Like, maybe like above like 15, 16, 17, 18. I didn't even go above 16, 17, 18, right? But at 12, that's young, Jess. There was a lot of stuff happening in that house. I guarantee.
Oh, I wish we would. Yeah. For all we know, we may never know because she's like this, and the dad probably won't ever say anything. So I don't know, unless she has a diary that explains everything, which is sad.
It's unclear whether the charges have been filed against the injured 12-year-old girl. So it sounds like she's not. Well, it doesn't sound like she's.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like she killed herself. It just sounds like she shot herself in the head, which
Like she has an injury, but she may survive. I hope she does survive because I want to find out. I think she has, at least at the very end of the day, what they do, which is like, what do they call that when like you do something, but they call. I think she has a case. If I were her attorney, I'd be like, okay, did he molest you? Like, be honest about that. And then she might not know the word molest, and a lot of parents don't know this, what their kids don't know. Did he touch you in an inappropriate way? Sometimes people say, but all you need to say is, did he do things with you when you didn't want him to? What did he do before that? What made you want to do that? I think if you got her to open up about that, then you understand, okay, this is a kid who honestly had a bad situation at home. She probably met another kid who had the same situation, and they said, you know what? Let's do something about it, right? Maybe they saw a film or they saw a video or they saw something. They said, you know what? We're gonna like get out from under this, because I think in a way she should have been called away to like, this is where like parents and teachers that kind of know of a situation, they see something happening, you call social services. That way you prevent a problem, right? But if this happened, I can see other girls going, yeah, I'm gonna, because there are certain parents that just don't take care of the kids, you know what I mean, and they do this, so I think you have to consider that first before you go at her and say, wow, what was she thinking? I think if anything, she was like, how do I get out from under this, right? Not that she was like, I hate my father, how dare he ground me. I don't think it was that simple. I think it was more, you know what I mean? I think it was a lot more than that. But well, that is sad. I know there was another situation that happened just like in our local part of town, right? Some type of, what happened there?
Oh yeah, I did. That yeah. Okay, so it was on Sunday. I was driving to Claremont. No, Monday. I was driving to Claremont, and there was an Amber Alert for a girl that was kidnapped from her family, and the dad was crazy. I think he shot the mother and took off with the daughter.
Yeah.
And I'm like thinking, yeah, I'm gonna find him. I'm gonna keep my eyes out on the freeway. No. Apparently, the situation settled itself yesterday in a shootout in Hesperia.
Ooh, that's local to you. Yeah, local to us here at the station. Yeah.
And yeah, so someone posted. I'm not gonna share the video, but someone was posting because he was in traffic at that location, and you can literally hear like bullets whizzing, like, bzz, bzz, and I'm just like, oh my god. So
Okay.
from what I could tell, they did not make it.
Yeah.
The daughter was shot several times. Apparently, she was wearing tactical gear and a helmet and started running towards the police. I don't blame the police because, in that stressful situation, you don't know what's happening.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I
And
think.
it's a sad situation.
Yeah, I think they made a statement this morning. I saw it come up on my feed, and I saw it happen on the 15 freeway, I think. And yeah, I think he kidnapped her. I don't know much about it. I know we got Applebee's coming up in a few. We got a lot of things going on. We got some social media shout outs. So let's take a quick little break. We'll be back with more right after these messages. Stay tuned. Download our app. It's free. KMET 1490 AM. Take us with you wherever you go. We'll be right back right after this.
After the game, after school, after work, Applebee's is where you want to be to enjoy their bold, savory grilled steaks, salmon, or chicken. Applebee's is located where Beaumont meets Banning, just off 6th Street near Highland Springs Avenue. Applebee's started with the same philosophy they follow today. Focus on serving good food to good people in a neighborhood-style setting. Applebee's also offers Carside to Go when you order online. Applebee's in Beaumont, serving the Pass area. So fresh, so fast, make it Applebee's tonight.
Don't let insurance companies make decisions for you. Go to Pass Auto Center in Banning, your one-stop repair facility with full collision repair, auto maintenance, service, and an authorized smog center. You'll also find a full-service used car lot to fit every budget with the right vehicle for you. Trade-ins are accepted and they pay cash for your car. Pass Auto Center at 2609 West Ramsey in Banning, just off the I-10 freeway between Sunset and 22nd. Call 951-849-7878.
Are you paying rent because you think you cannot afford to live in your dream home? Are you renting because you don't believe that you have the down payment funds to purchase your own home? The Siegel lending team at ronismylender.com has up to $25,000 to help qualified people purchase their own home at amazing interest rates. Contact the Siegel lending team today at ronismylender.com. Again, ronismylender.com, license under NMLS 217037. ronismylender.com.
Your Pharmacy and Mobility Solutions is now Beaumont Pharmacy with a new location at the Sundance Corporate Center. That's at the corner of Highland Springs and 8th in Suite 110. Of course, they still have Pack Your Meds. No more counting out the pills, dropping them on the floor. Oh, what a mess. And they have a full selection of pharmaceutical CBD. Wheelchairs, over-the-counter meds, you name it, they've got it. So if you're looking for the best and you want the best pharmacy, you go to Beaumont Pharmacy at their new location, 835 North Highland Springs, Beaumont Avenue in Beaumont, California, Suite 110. Give them a call, 951-845-8252.
What is commitment and why is it so hard to achieve? The new book, Committed, by Dr. Carmen Hara and Alexandra Hara, will make you reevaluate the way you think about love. Committed is a relationship manual that unfolds in 2 parts: the work you need to perform on the inside and the 7 distinct archetypes you will encounter on the outside. Committed, a new book available on Amazon by Dr. Carmen Hara and Alexandra Hara, will help to find and keep the love you deserve. Committed, available now on Amazon.
Everybody loves what has to say because Grandpa speaks with wisdom. Here on KMET, Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Be sure to listen.
Welcome back. Yes, it is the morning show here on ABC News Radio, KMET 1490 AM. I can tell you right now, the special of the day, Bill Norby is with us here from Applebee's. I'm looking right now at the Blue Tiki Monterita and the Cyclone Swirl Monterita for $7. Mucho Monterita sips, made with some good tequila. Bill, what's going on over there?
Good morning, Aaron, Jesse, and all the KMET listeners. Yeah, we just only have a few days left with those margaritas that you just excuse me, those margaritas that you just mentioned. They do limited time only. Sunday is the last day for that. We will still have the Terramana tequila, but those drinks will be going, and we'll be starting our Halloween drinks, which I'll talk about next Wednesday. But
Okay.
yeah, we have 5 more days to get those 2 margaritas for $7 each.
Yeah,
Come on down.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm looking at that, and I'm. It's been a hot week, man. I'm like, where's the fall? You know what I mean? Where's like, I can't wait. But then I kind of go, well, because it gets kind of cold over there, right?
Yeah, we take care of you with the air conditioning, and but yeah, it's been a hot week, and it's got a couple more days of that. But come on down, especially Sunday. You can watch those games. And don't forget, you get KMET listeners get 20% off all this week because the Rams did win last Sunday against the Arizona Cardinals, and now they're 2-1, and they do play the arch rivals 49ers this coming Sunday. Actually, it's an ESPN. I think it's Monday night, 5:15. But you can come Sunday for the other games, Monday for the Rams game, and enjoy the 20% discount. As a KMET listener.
Okay, I'm excited about that. I know in past years you had, and it was interesting, people called the game. Do you have anyone coming in going, hey, can we call the game again? Is there anything about that, or maybe coming up or around the corner, maybe next year?
Maybe next year. We, if you're talking about the pick'em slips that we used to do, that was kind of a casualty of the pandemic, but
Yeah.
Waiting for some corporate permission to restart that. Probably not this year, but hopefully next year.
Yeah. Because I remember you also, I think you didn't get any like, but you kind of got like that little like sense of like who will win. So going forward, who do you think will win the next game?
Well, the Rams, of course. I am. Yeah, I'm a big Rams fan from my childhood. I grew up a Rams fan, and of course, I'm very proud to be with Applebee's supporting the Rams broadcast on KMET, and so go Rams, and that's my pick this coming Monday.
Okay, I'm excited for it. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I don't get to watch football, and I didn't know the score, so I think they have a chance. And I think if anything, if you are in the Banning Beaumont area, you can definitely stop by the Applebee's, mention KMET, say, hey, I love Rams, and then go ahead and order the special of the day. Even take a love, right?
Absolutely. And you just tell them, even when the Rams don't win, we'll give you 10% off, but we will double that up all week long. So it's been, almost, it'll be 2 weeks before that we've been doing 20% because the Rams are on a 2-game winning streak, and I think it's going to be a 3-game winning streak. So we'll just keep giving that 20% as long as they keep winning.
Yeah, I'm looking at the donut dippers. Looks amazing. What is that like stuff on the side?
It is a caramel sauce as well as a chocolate sauce on the side, so you can dip it in either or both.
Yeah, that's what I want the winter to be right now. I need the winter now, but I feel like when the winter comes, then I'll be like, I need heat. So I don't know which is like the cross. And then you got your to-go items, which are amazing. They're made and prepared, ready to go. Curbside is a way to go ahead and like, just download the app. How do they get the app, by the way?
It's not an app. You just go on the website.
Okay.
On your smartphone, you can certainly do that. And Applebee's.com, and you make sure you get that Beaumont location, and you can order it from us, and we will bring it out to your car. You can also order through third parties and have them deliver, or you can go on Applebee's.com, and if you choose delivery from Applebee's, it'll actually be through DoorDash. But we will bring it to you.
Yeah, it's something I think is. Sorry.
We'll come out to your car if you pull in and you don't want it delivered, but you want to come pick it up. We will. You can sit in your car, and we will bring it out to you.
Yeah, and you know what I love about that is, like when I go back to like corporate world, sometimes somebody says, "Hey, what do you guys want for lunch?" And someone says, "Oh, I want this, that, and that," and they put it on like the like a luncheon. I think that's the best thing, especially if like somebody goes picks it up and then you have it all organized. Are there anything that like people order that's odd?
Oh, there's all kinds of things that people order that's odd. Of course, if it's the definition of odd would be off the menu, and so people will make up anything, any kind of different thing, and we do our very best to accommodate those requests. If we have the product, we're going to make it.
All right, and don't forget again, boneless wings still there, $12.99 all you can eat, which is why you want to stay and you want to do on the inside again.
I got to correct you on that. Sunday was the last day on our $12.99. Yeah, that has expired. We are going to start a new promotion starting this coming Monday, and that will be you can add 5 boneless wings for $1 if you order any handcrafted burger.
Well, that sounds even better then. Okay, well, I think Jesse, I think that's something you kind of want in your belly, right?
Oh my God, yes, I am so hungry right now just from listening to you two talk. So my stomach's growling.
He has lunch plans already. Jess, are you gonna take the fam or maybe your ma?
I might very well because I got this weekend off. So heck, let's go to Applebee's.
There, couldn't have said it better myself. All right, Bill, thank you for spending time with us here on the morning show. We'll see you again next week.
All right, see you down at Applebee's. Talk to you next week.
All right. So again, that special is bye-bye. Always appreciate them when they have that special. But all the other stuff was really good. So I know Jess has some favorites there, and can you share anything with us, Jess, about that?
Oh, I always like. I miss just the boneless wings, like the endless ones, because then you can just get fat and just eat. Just make sure you bring stretchy pants. But I always like Applebee's because they always have just like just normal things and nothing too crazy for my stomach.
Yeah, I will say, I mean, it's good protein, so you don't even need to feel like you're getting fat, Jess. They have a protein section, by the way, and a low-calorie section for, if you're watching, like, certain numbers. But it's all good, so enjoy it, have fun with it, and I'm telling you, man, this drink thing looks really good. $7 for the Manarita. The Blue Tiki Monterita looks really good. The Cyclone Swirl Monterita looks good. But there's something about that blue just makes me want to cool down. So, all right, people, we're going to take a quick little break. We'll be back with more right after these messages. Stay tuned.
Football season is back, and every Monday night, the Two Coot Lounge at the Yamava Resort and Casino in San Manuel is where you need to be. Come cheer on your favorite team and become a Club Serrano member for your chance to win incredible prizes, enjoy food and drink specials, and be entertained by the 66ers dance team. It's the Monday night pigskin party at the Two Coot Lounge at the brand new Yamava Resort and Casino in San Manuel and Highland, California. Rep your team, and we'll see you there this Monday.
Join West Coast Business Review with Daryl McCants each Wednesday afternoon at 4 o'clock p.m. Daryl focuses on successful businesses from California's southern border to Canada, including the great border states of Arizona and Nevada. Every week, Daryl provides in-depth discussions and interviews with prominent leaders and innovators that make all of our lives better and more productive. West Coast Business Review with Daryl McCants, Wednesdays at 4 o'clock p.m. right here on Smart Talk Radio.
Tried shipping a package lately? It's amazing how difficult and time-consuming it can be. Packing envelopes, boxes, air, it's all enough to give you a headache. Next time, do yourself a favor, go with the pros at the UPS store in Beaumont. They'll pack it right and let you know all your shipping options. You can also take care of everyday tasks like copies, faxing, notary services, and live scan fingerprinting. And while you're there, pay your Edison, gas company, and Verizon bills. Open extended hours Monday through Saturday. The UPS store in Beaumont, located in the Oak Valley Plaza at 1440 Beaumont Avenue. Call 951-769-5956. That's 951-769-5956. Online at the upssstorelocal.com/5027 or Google 5027.
When you want the best performance for your vehicle, think only of Scott's Headers and Mufflers in Beaumont, right off the I-10 and 60 freeways. Check out Scott's complete list of performance products on their website at hdrinfo.com. Scott's Headers and Mufflers can recommend ways for your car or truck to get better gas mileage and cut down on emissions. Need your car or truck to pass smog only? Go to Scott's Headers and Mufflers in Beaumont. Find out all of your questions on vehicle performance by logging on to hdrinfo.com. Scott's Headers and Mufflers in Beaumont, hdrinfo.com.
We're in the studio with Fred Penny, managing attorney with Penny & Associates Injury Lawyers. Fred, tell us what makes you the #1 choice for handling personal injury cases.
Most of our firm is made up of former insurance company trial lawyers with extensive experience handling all types of personal injury matters. We believe that gives us a distinct advantage.
That's Penny & Associates Injury Lawyers with locations throughout California. For a free consultation, go to pennyandassociates.com or call 1-800-616-4-LAW. That's 1-800-616-4-LAW.
Welcome back. Yes, it is the morning show here on ABC News Radio, KMET, 1490 AM. I will say, Jess, you got some news about Deadpool, which I will say we have an update here, which I'm going to say I don't think he should be speaking right now because the way it came out, I don't think it's the right way to come out, but I see some people going, no, just let it be, and I go, no, don't let it be, because I actually was kind of like sad at the end of the film, but what is the good news about the D and the special guy with the blade?
Yes. So apparently Ryan Reynolds, like he always does, he posted something on Twitter and it exploded. So he went on this little monologue on how he's trying to get new ideas for Deadpool 3, and he traveled, he looked deep into his soul, and he found absolutely nothing. So he had one idea. He was like, you know what? Let me see if I can get Hugh Jackman back. So all you see is Hugh Jackman walking behind him, and he's like, hey, Hugh, do you want to come back for Deadpool 3 and play Logan one more time? He's like, yeah, sure, Ryan. So, boom. And because, like, in every interview when he asked him, he's like, no, I'm not going to do it. Stop asking, blah, blah, blah. But, and then they came out with another video this morning. And it talks about what their plan for Deadpool 3 and all their ideas and stuff. Except for the moment they start talking, they cut their voice and all you hear is music. So they're just
like they're trying to say something and then all of a sudden they get like interrupted by just you're like, no, wait, what are they saying?
Yeah, exactly. They're like, yeah, do you know what happens? This is what's gonna happen.
It's like our show. Sometimes they don't hear us, right? They're like, turn on your audio, man. Like, right? We're like, sorry, we don't know where the button is. Something comes blaring on. You're like, what are you guys saying, man? Sorry, push the wrong button. Anyway, yeah. Well, that's cool, Jeff. I'm excited for that. And the reason I'm saying that is there's some mixed reaction. I don't think there should be mixed reaction. I think it's just basically okay, what people don't remember is and some do. I loved Logan, by the way, and I thought the young girl in it was really good. But the director, James Mangold, it says he reacts to Hugh Jackman's Wolverine return after killing him off. The sad fact that he actually says, like, I killed him off. You know what I mean? Like, he goes, everybody chill, all good. Oh, okay, that's good. I was gonna say, dude, like, you should have, you hold on to that. Wolverine is like ever, you can't kill. I mean, I know that they did. Oh, surprise! If you haven't seen Logan, go check it out. But sorry, like spoiler. But so yeah, I guess at the end of the day, the good thing is this, and a lot of people are going, wait, what does this mean? Well, this means this, and people had questions when Disney and Marvel became a thing, and then when Disney kind of said, okay, we're going to buy your property from Fox. Okay, so a lot of people were like, well, what does it mean for, like, Deadpool, right? Because he did, pretty much R. I think Logan, was, what was that rated? Was that the same?
I believe it was rated R.
Yeah, it was graphic, right? It was graphic. And so they kind of thought, like, okay, how is it going to be a Disney thing? because he put so many people like on blast, including himself on Green Lantern. Remember that on the first Deadpool, right at the beginning, which is awesome, right? You're like, okay, because that's actually DC. But my point is, like, where do they go with this? Because at the end of the day, you know, the one that I think you don't really like was the one where they kind of did. I think it was like Wolverine Origin. I think you don't like that one, but that's where Deadpool is, where he meets him to begin with, where he slices, right?
Yes. Oh my God, Wolverine Origin.
So I think there's a vendetta with those two.
Yeah, because they got Deadpool wrong. They kind of like messed him up in that movie.
Well, he was mind manipulated. If it weren't like,
I don't like.
Remember, he was mind manipulated. So it wasn't his fault. He was like wanting to kill, but you can't kill, you know, something that like constantly regenerates, right? So that's you know, that's why they put. But I like that because they also answered, because I think they had Sabretooth in that one, but they answered, you know, his bone thing, because the adamantium grafts to his bone, because that's the experiment, because they want to give like a super soldier thing, but everybody died because nobody can, with like, you know, there's so much like, you know, it grafts to the bone and just all kinds of stuff. Plus you have to like be able to graft it to the bone, and then you got to like heal, right? And that's why like whenever Phoenix is like burying there, and she's like all like, you know, lit up with fire around her, he can go next to her and be like, can you calm down, because you're kind of like obliterating everyone, right? Because he constantly like regenerates, as right, you know. And she's like, no, because she's losing it, right? So my point is this: will Avengers make a entry in the Deadpool verse? Because they can, because Marvel has gone next level now that X-Men is back together with the original crew. What do you think?
It very well might be. Like, I'm trying to figure out how they're gonna have Deadpool come into the MCU. Like, is he just gonna be walking along and falls into like a portal or something, and he just winds up? He's like, where am I? Where are the X-Men? Blah blah blah. But
well, remember, Colossus made, right? Colossus, which is X-Men, right, made a debut in the Deadpool version, but Deadpool at the time I think was owned by Fox. So then when the whole licensing thing happened, it opened up, including Sony, right? So the Spider-Verse, the multiverse, all of that has basically opened up the whole Marvel verse to say, okay, we could do some pretty cool stuff, right? Cable introducing, I think in Deadpool 2, was very important to the whole universe of Marvel. So I think we're going to see some very interesting things that people that, like, you know, are probably in their 30s, 40s, and even early 50s are like, I grew up on this, right? So when you go, am I Marvel or DC? I think Marvel is beating DC, and I think DC needs to catch up. Now, I'm not going to lie. I want to see Black Adam. Black Adam comes out, I think, October, later part of October, right? But that is a prelude to Shazam, but it's also prelude to another verse, which I think at some point is going to kind of make an appearance in the Marvelverse. I think. This is my theory. I'm going to stick to it, because there's certain things kind of nodding its way to that. So you have all of these superheroes all together eventually, but I don't know, because this is pretty big. And I think a lot of people are like, no, it's too clean for Deadpool's mouth, right? Which it is, not going to lie, right? So I don't know how they're going to do that. Because I know they kind of had to, you know, do some things, or because Disney's very protective of certain things, and so they had to kind of like edit some things that they said nobody likes that. But Reynolds, I appreciate. He's using Sean Levy, who made Free Guy and The Atom Project. Did you see The Atom Project, by the way? It's on Netflix.
I watched The Atom Project. I liked it. It was a nice little family movie. It was cool.
Yeah, so he's directing Deadpool 3. Reynolds appeared as Wade Wilson in, wow, that was 2009, Jess. X-Men Origins Wolverine, that's what it was called, which was the first X-Men spin-off, which a lot of people didn't like. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't like it either. But it kind of had them going at each other because they were mind manipulated. So Deadpool had this thing of his mind, and he was just like, whatever you want, blah, 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 blah. That's why he looked like a robot. Yeah, and then they did Deadpool, and then they kind of explained it a different way. So, you know, this is how you explain it away, verse, right? Just like the Spider-Verse, you have different spiders coming back. That's how you explain, you know, kind of like always here, always there, always everywhere, right? And you know what? I love Hugh Jackman, man. Hugh Jackman and Reynolds together, I think it's just going to be awesome. I think it's going to be really good, and I can't wait for it, you know? So I'm looking forward to it. What do you think?
Oh, I am so excited for this. You have no idea.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for them to like get together for a true, Deadpool and Wolverine movie, not the Wolverine Origins, but
I get you. Because nobody wants to see them go at it like that.
Right now I'm thinking like, will Wolverine or Hugh Jackman, will he get his his superhero suit like Deadpool?
How do you mean?
Like, will he have his yellow suit, with the mask and stuff?
Oh, that one. I get what you're saying. Yeah, they got to make it look cool because the yellow sometimes doesn't do good on cam. Because they do a lot of like those testy and they go, which by the way, did you see the Daredevil one? They went all like yellow-ish, like a mustard yellow. And I don't like that. And I'll tell you why. You can see him coming from a mile away, man. Like the guy's, he's blind, man. He just put some like loud sound and he's like, Dark red was good. Bright yellow, not good. That's my opinion.
I don't know what they're gonna do with the yellow outfit. I know it's like a nod to the yellow outfit he wore in the comic books, but yeah, like really, you don't want to walk around at night wearing yellow.
Yeah, it's like I see you coming, dude. Like,
yeah. I'd be like, oh, I thought that was Big Bird.
Anyway, it's a thing. I mean, if you're fast, that's one thing. But if you're blind and you work on, sound is his Achilles heel. I think in one movie they did Kingpin figured that out and he beat him up so much because he just blared like a lot of sound. He's like, oh, that's your weakness. Okay, all right, got it. So anyway, so there you go. So for fans everywhere, including people that even aren't fans, I think you're going to find it exciting because who doesn't love Reynolds, right? And Jackman. I mean, seriously, those are guys, you want to hang out with. So I'm excited for it. All right, people, we got to take a quick little break. We'll be back with more right after these messages. Stay tuned.
New teen driver in the family? Just bought your first home? Have a new bundle of joy? Every life change matters, and by reviewing your insurance policy with Little & Sons Insurance Services, you could be benefiting with big savings. Little & Sons Insurance Services, a family-owned insurance agency who values the old-fashioned way of doing business. They work for you, not an insurance company, meaning your best interests are at heart. They can custom tailor your policy based on specific needs at a price you can afford. Home, auto, or business, you're covered. Call 1-844-9-LITTLE. That's 1-844-9-LITTLE, or go online to little, the letter N, sons.com. That's littlensons.com.
The Holiday Inn Express and Suites in Banning is distinctively suited for your travel time out of the car. Off the road, you'll find a courteous, welcoming staff in spacious rooms with desks, flat-screen HD TVs, and comfortable furnishings. Enjoy the complimentary breakfast buffet, high-speed internet, and fitness center and pool. The Holiday Inn Express and Suites in Banning, conveniently located off the I-10 near golf, gaming, and entertainment. For reservations and information, call 951-572-5500. That's 951-572-5500, or go online at hiebanning.com.
Out the door, in the car, off to work. The same old morning routine. Take a break and stop for hot coffee or a latte and a fresh homemade cinnamon roll or chocolate cream puff. Donut Delight on Highland Springs Road in Banning is a locally owned family business with a friendly staff and customers who are always glad to see you. Get your morning off to a great start at Donut Delight on the corner of Highland Springs Road and Ramsey Street, right off the I-10 freeway. Serving the Pass area for 22 years. Donut Delight is open at 4:30 a.m. daily.
Mattress Brothers Overstock Mattress Sale. Just $3.99 for a foam encased queen pillow top set. $3.99. Check out Mattress Brothers $3.99 Overstock Sale. Mattress Brothers at 120 West Redlands Boulevard in Redlands. The $3.99 Overstock Sale is on now. $3.99 for a foam encased queen pillow top set. Mattress Brothers also has locations in Hammett, Riverside, and Palm Desert. The $3.99 queen pillow top sale on now.
We're in the studio with Fred Penny, managing attorney with Penny and Associates Injury Lawyers. Fred, tell us what makes you the number one choice for handling personal injury cases.
Most of our firm is made up of former insurance company trial lawyers with extensive experience handling all types of personal injury matters. We believe that gives us a distinct advantage.
That's Penny and Associates Injury Lawyers with locations throughout California. For a free consultation, go to pennyandassociates.com or call 1-800-616-4-LAW. That's 1-800-616-4-LAW.
Ontario International Airport is on to a better way to fly with over 65 daily nonstop flights to more than 20 major destinations and the easiest airport experience in Southern California. Visit flyonto.com/Ontario to learn more about Ontario International Airport today.
Welcome back. Yes, it is the morning show here on ABC News Radio, KMET 1490 AM. Just to know you got some information on that article. What's going
on? Which article?
The one you just sent.
Oh, yeah, that was what I sent you was the video footage of the police shootout.
Yeah.
Like this way you can hear the whizzing, which, oh my God, I wouldn't even know what I would do if I was on the freak out. Like, what do you do? Do you stay in your car? Or do you get out?
Well, if there's a shootout, and I think the main thing that you understand is how it kind of developed, right? Because the Amber Alert was kind of important to know. I was a little like, wait, is this the father? I read an article. I'm like, wait, what's going on here? So I'm kind of like, okay, which one? What do I need to know on this? So the information I have here said that 15-year-old Savannah Graziano was wearing tactical gear, right, when she began to run towards deputies during a shootout that killed her and her father. Now, having said that, I thought it was a man who abducted her out of the blue. I didn't know it was her father. That's number one. Okay, so I obviously have questions. And I think that's why people are going, what happened here, right? Now, if you look at the father, you go, okay, what's going on with this? But the Amber Alert is important because there was some more information that came out. This is them too. This is her, unfortunately, no longer alive. But he is accused of shooting his wife dead. Along with his 15-year-old daughter after a shootout with police in California. So it kind of was a thing that obviously went next level. Somebody called the police, said, hey, he kidnapped because maybe he didn't have custody. You know what I mean? Maybe sometimes custody gets taken away, or you just don't have custody, legal right, to say, hey, I'm and looking at him, he doesn't look well. I'm not going to lie. Right, Jess? I mean, it's not the thing that you go, I mean, she, I feel bad for her little dog. That dog does not deserve, not to have her. She's so young. She's strong. You know what I mean? She had plenty of life to go. So I don't know what was in this guy's head. And if her mother's dead, then it's just all bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I have so many questions. Why was she wearing tactical gear and a helmet? Did he put it on her?
Right.
That she would be a distraction? What was the whole purpose of that? And they say never judge a book by its cover, but just judging by his tattoos, I don't know.
I'm gonna judge. Right? Sorry guys, but I really thought when they said kidnapper, I'm like, okay, kidnapper got her, all right, but this is her father, okay? So according to this, authorities, let's see, there was an Amber Alert that was issued by the Fontana Police Department. That's in our local area, okay? So this is very close to home for us here. Excuse me. The alert, which included details on Graziano's vehicle, was later sent to the California Highway Patrol. Now, I did see someone post, I follow a group, and it's kind of Inland Empire, right? Rancho Cucamonga area. And they're like, look out for this guy. So I immediately put that on my phone. I'm like, okay, I'm going to, if I'm in the area, I'm going to, or maybe he'll make it somewhere to LA because, sometimes you kind of see these people and you're like, okay, you need to see the vehicle. And you need to report it. I keep telling you, there's anonymous tips, right? That you can actually, if you know somebody has been in a situation like this, so many people committing crime, there's sometimes rewards on this, right? But it didn't get to that level, right? So evidently at 10:25 a.m. yesterday, police received a phone call from someone who said they believe they saw Graziano's car. Okay, so someone did make a tip, right? Barstow deputies arrived to the area on highways 395 and 58 and encountered the suspect vehicle. A pursuit ensued So basically, they're driving, like one of those like helicopter things, and they drive away. And as a result of that pursuit, the suspect started firing at the deputies. Okay, that's a big no, right? He said, "What do you do when there's like bullets going all over the place?" He put several rounds through the windshield of the patrol unit. Yikes! I wonder how that guy is, right? He added that the pursuit continued down Highway 58 to I-15 near Glenwood, right? That's where we're talking about. And at that point, a second patrol car arrived. The suspect, according to the sheriff, Shannon Dickus, said the suspect was firing back at our deputies the entire time. So I wonder what kind of gun he had, right?
Right? I'm just thinking, I wish there were more non-lethal options other than tasers, because let's be real, tasers don't always work.
Right.
Because you need both prongs to be inside the body.
Right.
And even then, I've seen people get electrocuted, and they literally keep moving, and you're just like, how is that possible?
Yeah, but this guy you gotta shoot. He's an active shooter thing, right? There's no taser or you don't give this guy less. You gotta give this guy more. The thing is, they gotta be careful of the kid. So if they knew the kid was there, why did they shoot at her when in reality she was the innocent victim? Does that make sense? So I think they're kind of going, okay, we were in the middle of all this. We don't know what to do. But you don't shoot at the vehicle if there is a person in it. That's hostage situation, right? You want to talk that guy down. So back to what you're saying, that's why you want to kind of drive behind, have the helicopter support, right? And then corner them, and then have a negotiator say, hey, by the way, what do you need to end this, because you don't want the kid killed. That's where it got out of hand. Okay? And that's why they're going, this is what happened, all right? Now, I'll read on. It says here, as a result of that, a firefight ensued. During that firefight, the suspect vehicle comes to rest, at which time a suspect exits the passenger side of the vehicle wearing tactical gear. Okay, so they thought that was him. Okay, I get that. So they didn't know for a fact that the girl was there. Okay, I'll go with that. They says that subject started to run towards sheriff's deputies, and during the gunfire goes, oh, she was trying to escape, Jess.
Right, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like,
she's trying to escape
for life, but the cops, the officers, don't know what's happening.
You know what he did? I know what he did. What? I get it now. I get it. Huh?
He probably used her.
He tried protecting her. He knew it was getting out of hand. He had that stuff with him. He says, put this on. Because he didn't want his daughter dead at the end of the day. He may have hurt the mother of her, but he didn't want her dead. So he put that stuff on her, say, protect yourself. But then when she ran, she wasn't thinking that. And the cops were all like, boom, 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 because they're trying to defend their life, not thinking it's a little girl. That's what happened. Oh, God, that's horrible. All right, we're out of time. I'll talk a little bit about this on the after show of the morning show right here. I'm with Jess. Make it a great day. Remember, download our app. It's free right here on ABC News Radio, KMT 1490 AM. All right, and those of you tuning in, thank you for tuning in. We got Blanca tuning in. Thank you. I know this is your neck of the woods, Blanca, so, I'm glad you're safe there. Let's see. Got something there that you want me to share. I'll click on it, see if it comes up. And it's coming up. Okay, I'll bring that up in a minute. Let's see. All right. So here's the situation, all right? And when you look at this pic, I guess you got a lot of feelings, and I got a lot of feelings too, and you got to kind of read through the whole thing, right? That's the daughter, right? Should he have taken her? No, obviously. Should he have killed the mother? I don't know the situation. I don't know if he did kill her, right? It says allegedly, so we don't know till we know. But the whole thing that went down, really, in a way, you had to be there, right? It's hard to call out certain. If you have a shootout happening, you have if you're the family member of the officers, you're like, yeah, but we don't want to be killed, right? So it's kind of so fast and it's hard to point the finger. I mean, it's easy to point the finger if you're not there, But if you look at the cam stuff, then you go, okay, this is what happened, this is what happened, this is what happened. And they really need to review that in order to be like, okay, what should we have done better? Because sometimes there's something you could do better, right? You don't have to keep firing at the vehicle. That's number one, right? I get they want to stop this guy. I get that. So I get that. But, yeah, Savannah was rushed to the hospital where she died at 11:52 a.m. So, yeah. It said the investigation could take a day as authorities sort through the details. He added that it's possible Savannah participated in the shootout. I want to go there. I think that's dumb that they did that. If her mother, I mean, you know, I don't know the whole situation, but don't blame the daughter. It says authorities are still confirming whether or not she had a weapon on her. I don't think she did. She was fleeing for her life. There's no reason she would go out and go like, you know, unless she was trying to defend her father. But I guess the question is, did she know he killed her mother? So there's a lot of information there that I think they're just kind of like, oh no, right? Because people are like, dude, you killed. Like, there's a lot of information. You don't want that happening to your daughter, or I'm sorry, to a young girl at 15, like in the middle of a shootout. So I guarantee there's going to be, you know, questions. I said the only weapon that we're able to confirm right now is a rifle taken from the suspect vehicle. Yeah, that's the guy. She wasn't doing it. I think. I could be wrong. You know, maybe if it's her father, maybe she's like, all right, I'll defend. I really don't know. It says one deputy was injured during the exchange of gunfire. That's the part where you go, okay, you know, it's a bad situation gone worse, right? It says after shell fragments hit his face. Footage was captured by ABC7 in L.A. It shows deputies running toward the vehicle, a pickup truck, which was similar to the 2017 white Nissan Frontier described in the Amber Alert, was shown on the side of the road with the door open and a flat tire. Before the Amber Alert was issued, he allegedly shot and killed his wife near a local elementary school, the Fontana Police Department said in a release shared on social media Monday. Officers were called to the area, and once on the scene, they saw the woman suffer from multiple gunshot wounds. She was taken to the hospital, where she was declared dead. A neighbor said the man just came down the street shooting. He started shooting in that direction, hit those trees, houses across the street. They say the bullets were skipping off the street, and the woman was trying to run for her life. Yeah, that makes sense. And unfortunately, she was hit. When she was hit, I guess he shot at her a few more times. So, yeah, this is where, and I'm going to say this, officers really need to be trained. They are too gun happy, all right? And they need to train with teams like SWAT, okay? And they can take the time to train like that because they're really not training. They're given a gun. They know how to shoot at a range, but they don't know how to make decisions that go, okay, this might hurt. Like, you know what I mean? They're just at boom, 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 right? So, and I get it. They're defending their life. I get that. But you get behind the vehicle once you get a shooting situation, right? Worst case scenario, you see the guy coming at you and you shoot him, right? That's when they go all like, right? But, and it's hard when you don't see everything and you see, again, it's a tactical gear. So they thought it was a guy. And again, look at the picture. I'm thinking like her height, not being able to see maybe the face, even though it was real sunny. I think they went a little too like front. That's what I'm gonna say about that. And that's not a good thing to do when you are, you know, on the job. It's just not the way you want to go. You don't want to do that. It's just not the way, you know. But a lot of officers don't train for this, and they should. That's kind of the problem. I'm 100% against. I don't think it should happen. And people go, well, what do you mean? I say, well, just put them in front of like a team of SWAT, and they'll figure out what not to do. That's kind of why you're going to see a lot of like news on this, especially here, you know, in the home front, because it was basically a situation that went really bad, right? They're supposed to save the girl. You know, that person who made that tip is like, oh God, I didn't mean for that to happen, right? You call them to save, not hurt, right? Then you would say, well, that's her, you know. But no way you can say, again, if that were you and you were the hostage, she was a hostage, okay? That's the truth of the matter. So if you were a hostage and you're like, save me, right? And you get shot, that's like, okay, some officers are not thinking. All right, and that's the problem. They're just, and we see that a lot. They're just not thinking. Okay, so you got to be careful with that. All right, and people just are not thinking. They need to think, and they're just not. It's sad. It really is, because a lot of people just don't understand that if they just took some time to figure out if it's the right thing, then they would know. Okay, yeah, that you don't do that. So that's the problem. Okay. Now, I was sent this, and I'm trying to click on it on my desktop here. So I'm just going to show it. It says, in loving memory of Marcus Coleman, beloved husband, father, brother, professor, rest, let's see, he evidently was born March 27, 1976. This is sent in from our viewer, Blanca Rivera. Sent the link there. You can click on that, on the link. I'm really trying to do this right here. But, oh, here it is. Okay, maybe I can bring this up. And it's the website ICPA-CA, Inland Conservatory Performances, it looks like. Okay, let me bring this up. It might slow down my computer. But, let me bring this up. All right, and this is a situation, and I'm just finding this out now, so I have no information on this. I'm just reading it as it is, as, you know, since I know Blanca is in our listening audience, and she's real nice. And I know Blanca has some great stuff going on with her fam, and so always support. Go follow her as well. Hope your daughters are doing well, Blanca. Let's see. So let me bring this up here. And, you know, this is a sad situation. It's just one of those things you just don't want to see happen. It's just like, wow. So, all right. Okay, so here it is. ICPA. In loving memory of Marcus Coleman, she just sent me this. Beloved husband, father, brother, professor, born March 27, 1976, September 19, 2022, which was honestly, I think, what was that, last week? Says, we would like to thank all the students, alumni, parents, families, donors, volunteers, performers, faculty, staff, and administration for all of your love and support for over the past 12 years. All of our lives have forever changed for the better because of founder Marcus Coleman. Oh, wow, he was a founder. And Chelsea Coleman. Professor Coleman's vision and legacy will always live on through us. Marcus Coleman's invaluable methodology, evidently doing a lot of things. It says ICPA immediate changes. All classes being held at the Granada building have been discontinued. Oh, wow. Oh, that's sad. Arts classes are being offered at other locations by each instructor independently. And then it has academic online charter referrals. So if you've been in the area for this, evidently there's things that are happening that are making it hard for them to kind of continue, it looks like. It says, moving forward, individuals in the community are dedicated to uphold Marcus Coleman's legacy, to preserve Professor Coleman's unique methodologies and pedagogy, create a foundation to raise funding for performing arts, establish a state-of-the-art, world-renowned performing arts facility in the name of Marcus Coleman, fundraisers and volunteer opportunities, including a GoFundMe, which I'll go ahead and click on there. And there it is. It's kind of, they're hoping to raise some stuff there, because evidently he had a lot of stuff he was ready to do, and evidently his life was taken too short. It says, with the recent unexpected passing of Professor Marcus Coleman, we are fundraising to continue his vision of establishing a world-renowned School of the Arts in the Inland Empire. Also, we are committed to honoring and assisting his wife, Chelsea Coleman, and their children. Yeah, it's a lot of money they're going to have to raise to get that going, but sad. All right, people. So, yeah, one of those things is, you know, I say always appreciate those when they're alive, and then, you know, help them out through it all. So I hope he and the fam are, you know, of course, you know, it's never easy when you know, see a bright young face like that, you know, taken so soon. All right, people. Well, make it a great day. Whatever you do, remember, life is worth living. And just remember, be protected out there, okay? And again, back to the police. You guys got to train with SWAT, and then you'll understand. All right. Bye, everyone.